What is up, my butter biscuits? In today's video, we're going to be talking about Mikayla Nogueira because it seems that she is not following the FTC guidelines yet again. Ironically enough, with the same brand, L'Oreal. And I feel like this is just so weird to me because after the whole Lashgate situation, I would have thought that Mikayla would have learned her lesson as well as L'Oreal. And on top of that too, I want to say I don't understand how a brand as huge as L'Oreal cannot be following the FTC guidelines. I can understand if, say for example, a small little indie brand may accidentally mess up on the FTC guidelines because maybe they don't have enough money to afford a lawyer to go over all the rules and regulations, you know what I'm saying? But a brand like L'Oreal, you would think, because they are worth multi-billions of dollars and they own so many brands, they have so many brands underneath the L'Oreal belt, kind of like Estee Lauder, you would think that they would have like the FTC guidelines and regulations down to a T. And once again, we are over here talking about Mikayla Nogueira not following the FTC guidelines, and I just don't really understand this because I feel like it's such a easy thing to do. And on top of that too, like, let's just keep it real, I feel like within this whole new generation of being on the internet and being, actually was listed on Forbes that being an influencer was one of like the top 5 jobs that people want to do. And it's kind of crazy to me that I feel like it's so accepted now for people to do sponsorships. It's not like how it was 10 years ago where people are like, oh my god, if you're sponsored by a product then you're lying. I think people know now. Obviously influencers have to get out there and take sponsorships. That's how they get paid. They make the most of their money from sponsorships, not from views. Views really don't pay that much compared to sponsorships. So I feel like everybody is understanding of that, so I wouldn't know why people feel the need to hide it. As you guys know, with the whole Lashgate situation, she went about things super shady. Obviously, as we all know, she did put a false lash on after doing her mascara review, which is against the FTC guidelines. But then on top of that too, she did put the hashtag L'Oreal partner hidden, which is actually against the FTC guidelines as well too. So it's kind of like she messed up twice. And it's just kind of crazy to me that L'Oreal still is obviously working with her. And on top of that too, once again, being shady. And I actually have so much to read to you guys from the FTC because I was just super intrigued about this, because I was like, okay, let me like fact check myself and actually go to the ftc.gov website and actually do the full thorough reading just to make sure that this really is against the guidelines. And y'all, it sure is. It is just such a trip to me and I don't understand it. And on top of that too, like when it comes down to everything, I feel like it's so easy to actually follow the guidelines. You just have to make it clear that you are being sponsored. And I think that it sucks that people have this like chip on their shoulder to feel the need to lie about it or hide it, you know what I'm saying? Because I feel like if there's people like me out there, and I feel like there's so many people out there that will take sponsorships only from the brands that they like, you know what I'm saying? Like, for those of you that have been watching my channel for so many years, I've been on YouTube now, I want to say for like 7 years, and within the 7 years I have literally worked with 3 companies. Now that's with me. I do have to be honest with you guys, I am super picky. There has been a few brands that have hit me up and they say that you can only say positive things about a specific product, and I'll be like, oh well, see, the thing is I don't like this product specifically, but I do like this product and this product and this product from your brand, you know what I'm saying? And they'll be like, no, we're trying to promote this brand, you need to speak positively of it. And I'm like, I don't like it. Now, I've been offered a lot of money, y'all, and I had to turn it down only because I just don't feel right with it. You know what I'm saying? That's why I prefer to take sponsorships, say, for example, like Audible, because I actually love Audible and I actually use it. You know what I'm saying? So I'm like, things like that I would like to do. But I do feel like, say, for example, with Mikayla, I feel like the mascara that she was using, I felt like it was a good mascara. I reviewed it myself. I thought it was really good. I think that she actually really enjoyed it too. And maybe these L'Oreal products that she's talking about within her video, she really does like too. But then it does come across fake when you are not following the FTC guidelines. Like, you make yourself look really shady, and the company too. So we're going to have a lot of reading within today's video, y'all, just letting you guys know that from the jump, but I do feel like it is very important, and I will be showing you guys the TikTok/Instagram story from Mikayla that we are going to be talking about where she didn't follow the guidelines. So letting you guys know that. Before we get into this video, make sure you guys click the link down below, head over to my second channel. That's my travel channel with my brother. We upload new videos there every single Sunday, and then also we are going on a carnival cruise on the Mardi Gras, I want to say it is. Yeah, the Mardi Gras, I'm pretty sure, in June, and I feel like those videos are going to be super good. I took a lot of notes from my previous cruise videos because I'm like super into cruising, not like the gay cruising, y'all. No shame, no judgment towards anybody else, but I'm just not into that type of cruising. But I'm into cruising on a ship, you know what I'm saying? And I feel like it's a really tricky situation because like they can get dragged out because there's just so much to do. And I noticed that watching back my Virgin videos, I was like, okay, this is super rambly, super long, super boring, so let me step it up. And I feel like within the carnival, I like took notes of what I want to do, so I'm super excited for that. So make sure you guys follow over there because I will have fun, exciting videos coming very soon. Yeah, so make sure you guys give this video a big thumbs up as well too, and let's go ahead and get into it. All right, y'all, so let's go ahead and talk about this right here. This is just a screenshot from Mikayla's Instagram page where she was sponsored by L'Oreal because she did put hashtag L'Oreal Paris partner, and then she tagged L'Oreal Paris and Target. I don't know if she's also sponsored by Target as well too. I'm really not too sure, but one would think that she should put that she's a Target partner in there, or that it is sponsored by Target. Now here's where the problem is that she actually uploaded this video to TikTok, which is still on her TikTok. This is actually about Mother's Day. I'll play it for you guys in just a second. And she uploaded on there, and it has no hashtag L'Oreal partner, no hashtag sponsored, nothing like that. And I do want to get into the nitty gritty, because honestly, I feel like a lot of people are like, wait, what's wrong with that? If you have a sponsored post on one post, can't you just post it on another page that it's not sponsored for? Now, here's where I want to tell you guys, this is where working with Audible, I wanted to upload a video that I actually was sponsored for on YouTube specifically only. I wanted to upload it onto Facebook, so I reached out to my rep and I said, hey, can I post this on Facebook? And they were like, yes, you can, but you do have to put hashtag sponsored, hashtag all that good stuff on that video as well too, even though they didn't pay me for it on Facebook. Now, I do have a bigger following on Facebook than I do on YouTube, so I was like, you know what, let me just not do that. But that way I knew for my own personal reference, if you are sponsored on one platform, you need to put it all across all platforms, and I will be reading from the FTC guidelines to show you guys. But first, I do want you guys to check out this TikTok right here.
My foundation, I'm actually going to mix these 3 products to create, this beautiful canvas. Basically, I mixed all 3 of those on this tray, and look at my skin. I am a cosmetic chemist. Let's just all get that clear. Mix and makeup is so underrated, bro. You can get some pretty cool mixtures and concoctions. Oh my god, my skin today, bro. Wow. I'm going to add a little Tom Ford cream bronzer. So pretty.
So as you guys can see from right there, it is the same video, the same products that she is talking about within her story. I do want to say on her story, I did not see this because I did get this screenshot from Reddit and I didn't see the full video in there. But obviously, as you guys can see, she's holding up the L'Oreal products, and then she is obviously having the hashtag L'Oreal Paris partner right there. Now, obviously, within her TikTok, she did not mention anything about that, which I do want to get down into everything on the FTC guidelines. I do want to read this, and I know it is pretty lengthy, but I do want to say so that way you guys have some context about the FTC, and that way you guys know what to expect with the FTC. You guys can actually head over to the ftc.gov website if you guys are interested in specifically disclosures for social media influencers. This is what it says right here, y'all. I'm going to say about half of it, only because I did find it to be really interesting, and I think that this could be useful information for you guys to know what to look out for moving forward. Like, once again, though, I really do feel like within this generation, I feel like so many people are understanding of, okay, people have to take sponsorship, so it's really not that frowned upon. You know what I'm saying? Like, whenever I see somebody that's like working with like MAC or like Makeup Forever or whatever, I'm like, hell yeah, kudos to you. Like, get your coin. I totally understand it. Obviously, you have to make your money. But my thing is, though, is there is so many brands out there, probably millions at this point, that you can obviously work for a brand that you genuinely love the products with. You know what I'm saying? Like, you don't have to take from a brand that you absolutely hate. Do you know what I mean? So I feel like it's like, obviously, only work with brands that you want to. Anyway, so this is what it says right here on the ftc.gov website. Do you work with brands to recommend or endorse products? If so, you need to comply with the law when making these recommendations. One key is to make a good disclosure of your relationship to the brand. This brochure from the FTC staff gives tips on when and how to make a good disclosure. The FTC works to stop deceptive ads, and its endorsement guides go in detail about how advertisers and endorsers can stay on the right side of the law. If you endorse a product through social media, your endorsement message should make it obvious when you have a relationship with quote unquote material connection with the brand. A material connection to the brand includes a personal, family, or employment relationship or a financial relationship, such as the brand paying you or giving you free or discounted products or services. Telling your followers about these kinds of relationships is important because it helps keep your recommendations honest and truthful, and it allows people to weigh the value of your endorsements. As an influencer, it is your responsibility to make these disclosures, to be familiar with the endorsement guides, and to comply with the laws against deceptive ads. Don't rely on others to do it for you. When to disclose. Disclose when you have any financial, employment, personal, or family relationship with a brand. Financial relationships aren't limited to money. Disclose the relationship if you got any product of value to mention a product. Or sorry, I read that wrong. Disclose the relationship if you got anything of value to mention a product. If a brand gives you free or discounted products or other perks, and then you mention one of its products, make a disclosure even if you weren't asked to mention that product. That's so funny because I feel like obviously it's so easy to do that and people have no problem with that, but then people get a little bit eerie to say that, oh, this is sponsored, this is paid, you know what I mean, by this brand, and I don't really understand that. Keep in mind in the tags like pins and similar ways of showing you like a brand or product can be endorsements. If posting from abroad, US law applies if it's reasonably foreseeable that the post will affect US consumers. Foreign laws might also apply. And this is what it says right here on how to disclose, and I'm going to read to you specifically the portion about where Mikayla messed up on this part. Make sure people see oh, sorry, let me start that over. Make sure people will see and understand the disclosure. Place it so it's hard to miss. The disclosure should be placed with the endorsement message itself. Disclosures are likely to be missed if they appear only on an About Me or profile page at the end of a post or videos anywhere that requires a person to click more. Don't mix your disclosure into a group of hashtags or links. If your endorsement is in a picture on a platform like Snapchat and Instagram stories, superimpose the disclosure over the picture and make sure viewers have enough time to notice and read it. See, that's where Mikayla did actually do it right within her story post. She did put hashtag L'Oreal partner. So that was actually not hidden and it was clear for the viewers to see. If making an endorsement in a video, the disclosure should be in the video and not just in the description uploaded with the video. Viewers are more likely to notice disclosures made in both audio and video. Some viewers may watch without sound and others may notice superimposed words. If making an endorsement in a live stream, the disclosure should be repeated periodically so viewers who only see part of the stream will get the disclosure. So I'm just going to read this last part right here, but once again, if you guys do want to read this full article, it is super informative and I do feel like it's super useful if you guys are watching a lot of YouTubers or a lot of just like, I don't know, influencers in general, because you may see that some people are sneaking in a sponsorship, which I think is like really shady, you know? Anyway, so this is what it says right here. Use simple and clear language. Simple explanations like thanks to Acme brand or ACME brand to the for the free product are often enough if placed in a way that is hard to miss. So are terms like advertisement, ad, and sponsored. On a space limited platform like Twitter, the terms Acme partner or Acme ambassador, where Acme is the brand name, are also option. It's fine but not necessary to include a hashtag with one of the disclosures such as hashtag ad or hashtag sponsored. Don't use vague or confusing terms like SP, spawn, or collab, or standalone terms like thanks or ambassador, and stay away from other abbreviations and shorthand when possible. The disclosure should be in the same language as the endorsement itself. Don't assume that the platform's disclosure tool is good enough, but consider using in addition to your own good disclosure. This is what I want to say from my own personal experience working with Audible. Like the first word has to be like hashtag sponsored, you know, by, or and then it also has to be in the video, and then it has to be underneath the actual platform's tool of being a sponsored post as well too. I want to say like, y'all have to be honest with you guys, like working with Audible, oh my gosh, like they are an Amazon brand, so I feel like they are super on top of their stuff. But oh my gosh, working with them, I was like, they are so thorough, so on top of it, so informative, and I learned so much through like working with them. Other brands that I worked with before, I feel like they weren't as informative, and I felt like it was such a learning curve for me, and I learned so much by being sponsored by them. And to be quite honest with you guys, I felt like it was like, I don't know, a super privilege to be sponsored by Audible, because I really love Audible, and on top of that too, like Amazon's so cool, and I'm just like, oh my gosh, just seeing the way that they are so thorough about it, I'm just like, kudos to them. Anyways, this is where I want to say right here where Mikayla messed up, and this is where she did go against the FTC guidelines, because as I mentioned before, she did post this information on her Instagram that it was sponsored, but then she did post the full TikTok, as you guys saw earlier, with no hashtags, no sponsored quotes or anything like that, or even saying that it was sponsored within the video. So this is actually underneath the frequently asked questions right here. It says, a company is giving me free product to review on one particular website or social media platform. They say that if I voluntarily review it on another site or on a different social media platform, I don't need to make any disclosures. Is that true? And this is the answer from the FTC. No. If you received a free or discounted product to provide a review somewhere, your connection to the company should be disclosed everywhere you endorse the product. And that obviously will go hand in hand with sponsorships as well too. So obviously I feel like L'Oreal should have known this, because like as I did mention before with Amazon, when I wanted to upload this on Facebook, they're like, you have to put on their hashtag sponsored, even though we're not technically paying you for that platform, but you do by law have to do that. So obviously she would have to do that as well for TikTok. And I'm just not really understanding too, because I feel like, y'all, look at her platform, look at my platform. Yes, I have probably been on social media longer, but I have taken way less sponsorships. Like I literally have, I want to say, done maybe 5 sponsorships in my whole 7 years of like working on social media, you know what I'm saying? And on top of that, those 5 are only from 3 like different brands. So I really am not too well informed when it comes down to sponsorships. I feel like she obviously has a manager, she has an agent, she probably has all that stuff, you know what I'm saying? So I feel like she should know the rules. Like if I was smart enough to ask Amazon, hey, do I have to do this? Wouldn't Mikayla know that? You know what I'm saying? Anyways, I just wanted to show you that within today's video. I feel like it's super informative, and I don't know, it has me questioning L'Oreal. Like I'm like, maybe this is me just trying to look at the glass half full and like not trying to blame Mikayla, because I'm just starting to wonder, like, is this L'Oreal being shady? Is this their way of doing things? Because I feel like they would have already called her out and told her that she needed to stop doing this. Because to be honest with you guys, when it comes down to me and Audible, like, I made one mistake within my rough draft of my video, and they're like, no, you need to change this, you need to say this, and you need to put this here instead of there. You know what I'm saying? Like, they were on top of it before me even going live with my post. So I'm like, wouldn't L'Oreal do that as well too? You know what I'm saying? So that's why I'm kind of like, I feel like L'Oreal may be at fault with this too. You know, obviously I do feel like Mikayla should be on top of it a little bit more too, but I feel like at the end of the day, L'Oreal has to give the approval. Do you know what I'm saying? Anyways, make sure you guys let me know your thoughts and opinions about everything down below. I feel like this was super informative. Make sure if you guys are bored and really do want to read up on the FTC, head over to their website and check it out, because there is so much more information that I didn't cover that obviously is not relevant to this story, but I do feel like it is super, you know, informative and good for you guys to know, so that you guys know what to look out for. Anyways, make sure you guys let me know your thoughts and opinions about everything. I'll catch you guys in my next video. Peace out, Girl Scout.